you guys know about the Trump crypto coin?
Yeah, you mentioned it last time.
And
she's cards. He even released cards.
Yeah, it was like those NFTs, whatever. But
yeah,
I'm gonna talk about his crypto coin. So initially, everyone felt it was like a big scam. It was like a big rug pull. It was just like a few insider traders made a lot of money, and a lot of people lost money. Okay,
did they?
Well, people that came in later, they put money, and then once they put in money, just the whole value of the coin just plummeted.
Then Steve showed up in short.
Well, I think Steve wished he did.
When people lose money, there's people that are making money because they're shorting it, right?
Yeah, pretty much. Well,
that money goes somewhere.
Especially in those kind of rug pull situations. Well, yeah, for
like
sure.
The Hawk Tua girl?
Yeah, Hawk Tua, Logan, the girl who famously, like one of those street interviews, like, how do you satisfy your man? You got to put that Hawk Tua on it.
So they made a coin out of.
And she went viral podcasting.
Wait, Tony, you didn't know who Hawk Tua girl was? That's pretty impressive.
He's out of the loop.
She was like everywhere.
Yeah, she was on every podcast, on everything.
Now she's disappeared because she fucked everybody over.
But she's not the only one. It was even Logan Paul has hit crypto.
But Logan Paul's still around. This girl just like packed up and left. Ciao.
Yeah, but he's in trouble, Logan Paul. Even Andrew Tate, he did his...
Andrew Tate's a rapist.
Did his crypto scam too.
He's a rapist though.
I remember mentioning this when we were doing the Trading in the Dark podcast, and I was saying there's something there. I had a feeling that this was a way to accept bribes, and I think it's starting to take fruition. I'm gonna state my case. All right, so I don't know if you guys ever heard of Scaramucci. Scaramucci?
Yes, he was
an advisor for.
Yeah,
he was the press secretary or managing the press secretary for like 2 weeks. Then he got fired.
Yeah,
but he was a big Trump supporter for a while, and then he turned on Trump. Now he's anti-Trump, just like his ex-lawyer there, Cohen.
Yeah. Anthony Scaramucci, right?
Anthony Scaramucci.
Yeah. Hey, bro, Scaramucci.
Pat, you saw that pic, huh? Yeah, we did look like babies. All right.
Isn't this the last thing that the crypto market needs? After all the crap with FTX, Binance, now we have a meme coin. It's already crashed in value.
So it'll go up and it'll go down, but also it is a central clearing station for bribery. This is terrible. I mean, you have a way now to get to him through money.
Why do those guys look like they haven't had a vegetable in 13 years?
I know, it looks like a bit
fuck, man.
Hey, everybody. Thanks for sticking around. If you're loving this content, hit the like button and subscribe and join to our awesome community. Ring that notification bell so you'll never miss a beat. Together, we're building something so special. Let's grow this channel and let's have some fun along the way. For some more content, check out these other fantastic channels. You got Checkin Habs, one-stop shop for all those things. Habs, sports, we got so much information on sports, guys. Come on. Hello. And Checkin Reports. Stay informed of the latest political news and current events. Hello. So that's it, fam. Come and check us out.
What do I have over here? What do I have?
That skin texture on both of them. They look like... remember in the 90s they had the Terminator 2 doll where you used to inject the skin over top of the exoskeleton?
They took the Senate floor to highlight examples, starting with the insane bribery vector that is the Trump crypto meme coin.
Look at this dildo. Like, who listens to these people and takes them seriously? But come on, Chris Hayes.
What's wrong with Chris Hayes?
Bro, he doesn't look like someone I would trust for anything.
Okay, he doesn't have the face, but he's a reputable guy.
I guess. I'm being very judgmental. I'm sorry.
But this is another guy bringing up the thing that this Trump coin is really a way to accept bribes.
On January 17th, Trump launches the meme coin. This is maybe the most corrupt of all the acts, because what is the meme coin? The meme coin is essentially a mechanism by which Russian oligarchs or corporate CEOs can literally send money privately directly to Donald Trump. Nobody knows who buys the meme coin, but Trump makes money when people buy it. And so it is just an open sewer valve that allows for anybody who is trying to influence the Trump administration to be able to secretly funnel money to Donald Trump. This is essentially Trump just posting his Venmo for anybody secretly to wire him as much money as they want.
Right. Hold on a second. What he's saying is true. But this also implies that they think that before the meme coin, Trump had an ounce of decorum or self-respect or respect for public service. He was always getting influenced by these people. Just because he put a coin out doesn't mean that he is now getting influenced by these people. It was just
no. But I think the plan is this to be a way to really bribe anonymously.
Oh, definitely.
Yes.
But he was still getting those anyway. This is just more blatant.
Back then, he was doing it how? He was doing it through renting his hotel rooms, whole floors, offices in his buildings.
He's been on the dime since he needed money in the late 90s during one of his bankruptcies, and the only ones that gave him all the money were these Russians. No one else wanted to give him any money.
Another believer. Thank you. I did a whole episode about Russians. But now, the thing is, you only have so much real estate. This is limitless how many bribery you can do. This is limitless laundering of money. You don't have, before he was limited by how much properties he has, and you can't re-rent a property twice, right? You lock it in. This is really like bribery, but to another level. Now,
I can't trust the RSI on this.
But you know what?
There's no charts that you see for this, Steve.
Okay.
There's no premium version you can get.
Steve, the charts will be huge.
But I wouldn't be surprised him pushing this to be the crypto coin of America, because they're kind of going that way, that they want, like you mentioned last time, a stable coin. Imagine he's trying to push this as the.
Wouldn't the Federal Reserve have something to say about that, to make themselves have a stable coin? No, the Federal Reserve, they could make a federal coin.
They will.
Imagine when this guy Powell, he's leaving in a year, and they get some stooge in there.
But the Federal Reserve don't have a say on what crypto is.
Not yet. I don't think it's officially
recognized. What is the
no?
currency in circulation? They have
a big say?
Yeah, of course.
Even with crypto? So once it's
not the official currency, right?
No, not yet.
No.
Not yet, but one day, no, it's not one day. I think they are going to the crypto world. It's just which crypto will be. Be a new crypto, will be an existing crypto. That's what we don't know. So this is it's kind of a joke, but this pretty much explains.
Maybe it's all crypto, no?
What do you mean all crypto?
Or maybe
you can't have all crypto. You have
maybe you use one, depending on which crypto, it has different values, like a $10 bill, a $20 bill, a $5 bill.
As a government, you're not going to work with multiple cryptos. Like we're working with multiple currencies. You have to pick one crypto that's backed by whatever gold or whatever you want to do. You have to have one. Would it be smart to have multiple cryptos for a country?
Well, as for a exchange,
it would be crazy. Yeah, that's what I thought. So this is a guy. It's kind of a joke, but it pretty much explains to like a 5-year-old what Trump just did.
Made like $350 million out of thin air. Crypto. You just made a new cryptocurrency. No, I didn't do that. I am not involved with that. That's all Crypto Jack. Sure. Okay, Crypto Jack, why did you make a new crypto? To make a shitload of money. Is $350 million really that much to $1 billion? No. That's what we've made so far. We're sitting on another 800 million Trump coins that are currently valued around $5.6 billion. Not me, though. I'm not involved. Can you make me a crypto? No. Why not? Because you're poor and no one knows who you are. But you can just make a whole new currency, huh? Oh, yeah. It's actually surprisingly easy to create a meme coin. But if you want to get people to pay for it, you have to have Riz and brand recognition. Or you could just be president, right? Bingo! Because who doesn't want to support the president? And by support, you mean pay to play? Mm-hmm. And that's not illegal. Oh no, it's like super illegal. But through a series of incestuous companies that are ultimately owned by the Trump Trust, Trump himself is far enough removed to have plausible deniability. I'm not involved. So if I wanted a favor from the president, what, I just buy some of his coins? Mm-hmm. Yeah, it's just like a juiced and lubed up version of the real estate scheme. What's the real estate scheme? Yeah, wow. So in the past, if you wanted like a $25 million favor from someone like Trump, you can't just hand him a bag of cash. So we would have you do something like buy some of our real estate for $25 million more than it's actually worth. But now I can just give you the bag of cash if I buy your crypto. Not right, hold on to companies. And also,
so basically, he created a currency to say, you know what, for a way for him to get funding, and at the same time, he's also creating a currency at the same time, right? Trying to create a legitimate currency, but he's actually, it's a way to get money funneled to him.
My idea about the Trump coin is like far-fetched. I don't think it's like far-fetched that will be the crypto that represents the United States. But definitely, I believe that this is a way to
Get money funneled to him.
Basically, pay to play access.
He really tweet a picture of himself as the Pope?
Oh, it's
Well, maybe he did.
no.
It's under his account.
I thought all the transactions were public. Yeah, but we have no idea who owns the wallet that's sending us $50 million. Wait, but then how do you know who's bribing you? No, we do know. It's just that you can't prove that we know. Oh, right. Plausible deniability. That was the lube. Now here's the juice. If you give us $50 million for $25 million worth of crypto, not only are you giving us $25 million, but you're increasing the value of Trump coins. So on top of the 25 that I'm already giving you, you're getting millions more because of the increased value of your stockpile? Bingo! And we're only 3 months in. In 4 years, we could make trillions. Not me, though.
Oh,
no, I don't make a penny off of this.
How can they not? How could they say it's hard to prove when they're saying it's worth 25 million, but they're getting 50 million? How do they justify that extra 25 million? It's easy to freaking say, no, you're overpaying for a reason. So it's an actual
real estate all the time. Overpay for houses all the time.
They overpaid for his real estate. A condo was worth $500,000. They're paying $2 million for it. You know,
it's hard to prove. Like I think somebody was overbid. I overbid to make sure nobody takes it over me.
Not involved.
Exactly.
But I couldn't do this? No, because you're poor.
Very well explained in that video. I like it.
So now, you guys or people watching, I'm probably gonna get comments like you're crazy. This is all bullshit. This is all alleged. Right now, I'm going to show you proof that this already actually happened. All right, and this is from Valid. This is from TLDR. You know TLDR? Mm-hmm. They're pretty reputable. Well, I think they are. So they're going to show an example. Well, I won't even explain. I'll just show you.
From the US to the EU is the erosion of the rule of law that we've seen under Trump. As well as Trump's rhetorical assault on the judiciary, there have also been some glaring cases of blatant corruption. For instance, crypto entrepreneur Justin Sun was being investigated by the SEC.
You betcha, banana.
$75 million of crypto tokens from World Liberty.
This guy was under investigation by SEC. This guy all of a sudden bought $75 million of. This is the company that launched the Trump crypto.
Liberty Financial, a crypto venture associated with Trump. And then, well, the SEC suddenly dropped the suit. Now, fretting about rule of...
All of a sudden, the case was dropped. Once he bought $75 million of crypto, all of a sudden, the case was dropped.
75 million.
Might seem like a soppy liberal indulgence, but upholding the rule of law is actually just good for the economy. And that's because investors will only invest if they know
so that's it for that. So that's one example of... And there's no way of proving it. Like, I thought it was a good investment. But it's kind of like coincidence that once you did that thing, all of a sudden the DOJ, the Department of Justice, the FCC, sorry?
SEC.
Just dropped the case against him. So that's one example, right? Already that happened, okay? So now, the Trump coin, right now, is only 20% of the whole amount of coins, right? They just launched, when did they launch? In January? No, but even before January, I think. 3 months ago, or no, more than. It was only 20%. They only unlocked 20% of all the Trump coins. Okay.
Speculation.
Exactly. The 18th of April that just passed, they were supposed to unlock another 20%. All right. They were supposed to unlock 40 million tokens. That's about $300 to $320 million. They decided to stop it and extend the unlock for another 90 days. Why did they do that? Because Trump coin is full of shit right now. So there's no point of unlocking coins. It's crap, right? And they did this. They framed this out. They don't want prevent another rug pull. Basically, like people injecting money and then insiders buy a lot, and then people buy later on. They just sell, and then everyone loses money. So that's what they're saying the reason for. So around this time, you know what Trump or the White House did? It's mostly Trump. They offered a private gala dinner at his golf club in Mar-a-Lago for 220 holders of his Trump meme coin. The top 220 people that have his coin gets invited to this gala.
So that increases the purchases.
It went up 70% the coin. Okay? Where's the...
Even look at it on this.
I thought I had the link already. But yeah. Trade view. 5 minutes. Yeah, so this is when he, so look, it surged. I don't know why it's showing there, but I think it happened over here.
3 days ago.
It surged for a 200% increase, or even more, 80%. Okay, 70. I said 70%, 80% surge, inclusive dinner, 200% increase on in-chain transaction. So he did 220 holders of his top Trump meme coin, and the 25 top of that has his coins receive extra perks like a VIP White House tour, an exclusive reception to Donald Trump.
Oh.
So who do you think are going to buy this stuff? People that want that inside with Trump to, whatever.
The coin's at $13 right now? Is that what it's at?
Yeah.
And now, when it dropped, it was around 7. Now it went to 13.
Wow.
The conditions of having this coin is it's about how much you have, but also how long you hold it. So the longer you hold it, the higher you go up in the leaderboard. So there's an actual, I haven't found the leaderboard, but it's going to be an actual leaderboard of who gets to go and stuff like that. Isn't this exactly? Isn't this a scam? And this is kind of like what I was saying. This is kind of the bribery. You're bribing. There's a way to accept bribes to have a seat at the table with a guy that might make your company or your whatever you're trying to do to the next level. This is like changing laws. This is like deregulating for whatever business in.
Pyramid scheme.
That's wrong. Yeah.
So what do you guys think about this? It's pretty much a way anonymously, a way to actually bribe the president for your own personal benefits. Isn't that corruption?
Yes.
It's blatant.